I'm Lydia from Novelty, and today I'm here for another episode of the game Judging a Book by Its Cover. So what I do is I go to the library and I pick out several books based solely on the cover, and then the front cover, nothing else, and then I look at it and say what I think it's about, and then I read the book, and next week I'll post a vlog about what the book was actually about and see how close I really was. So let's get going. So the first book is The Road to Magnolia Glen by Pam Hillman. You can see the cover right here. And I am going to say this book takes place in the 1800s, and it's in Georgia on a plantation. And the main character, let's see, she's going to have like a flowery name or something like that. And okay, I actually saw one word at the back cover like last week when I got the book out of the library. I think it was like betrayed or terrified or something like that. So I am going, and I think it might have had the word brother or something. That's all I remember from the back cover. It was just one or two words that I was like, ew, I just saw it, oh no. So I am going to guess from that, from The Road to Magnolia Glen, that her older brother was going to inherit the plantation, and then somehow she becomes the heiress. Maybe her brother disappears or dies or gets disinherited, and then she wants to marry this certain guy, but then because of becoming the heiress, then she has to marry a different guy, and she doesn't want to, but then she realizes, I'm doing like right off course here, but I'm going to say, then she realizes that if she does whatever it is, she's going to be able to free her slaves. I'm guessing it's a slave plantation, so I'm guessing she's going to be able to free her slaves, and so she gives up what she wants in order to free the slaves, and ends up getting to marry the guy she wants to marry anyways, despite having thought she was giving that up in order to help the slaves be free. So there we have it. That's what I'm guessing for the first book. The next book is The House on Foster Hill by Jamie Jo Wright, and Colleen Coble has a little blurb down here, and it says, this novel is spellbinding and unputdownable. Highly recommended. So there we go. I'm going to guess that it's slightly suspenseful and that it takes place in the 1900s. The early 1900s, like 1910 or something like that. And it takes place probably in New England. And it has a piano here and a staircase, and it's like really dusty and old and falling apart. So I am going to say that the main characters for this book, they probably inherited this house on Foster Hill from somebody after a huge falling out with the family, like a generation before or something like that. And so they go back there and they have to work through all the issues that tore the family apart in the first place. But then there is some kind of something or another going on, like a mystery, where either things are disappearing or they hear strange noises or something, and they discover that there's a secret about the house. And they join forces with the family that they didn't like, or with neighbors or somebody like that. They join forces with someone to figure out the mystery and get it cleared up. And when they do that, they figure out the mystery from, like, they are able to, like, solve the problem that tore the family apart in the first place. The Solace of Water. So there is that cover, and it says, Yuns has set herself apart with this exquisite story of friendship and redemption. I'll be talking about this book for years to come. And that blurb was by Rachel Hawk, or however you say her last name. She's the one who wrote The Wedding Dress, which is a New York Times bestseller. I am going to guess that this is about two girls who live near water. I'm guessing the ocean, either in Oregon or like Maine. That's what I'm thinking right now. And they're probably in their 20s when this book late 20s, early 30s when this book takes place. And something like somehow they moved apart or something when they were younger, and now they're brought back together as they're, like, you know, young adults now instead of kids. And the one girl's had a family member, a very close family member, who died, and so she comes back to the town, her little town, to heal and to find redemption, and that is where their friendship picks back up, and they are able to explore what happened in their lives and find the solace of water, because it's really peaceful to be in a water town. And I think that there's also going to be a misunderstanding that happened back when they were kids, and that's one reason why they stopped being friends as time went by, and also just like life getting in between them, and that this is really going to clear up a lot of things. I think one of the girls' names is going to be Amy, or at least on that genre, like Amy or Sarah, or, you know, like that genre of names, Jenna, something like that. We'll have to see. Alright guys, and that's it for today. I will be back next week with a new episode telling you what the books are actually about, at least if I can read that fast. Oh.